welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Tyler Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Mitchell in at the 1. Looking back at the start of his career, Siakam only took a year or two to make his mark.
And, you know, B.A., he's just the kind of guy we love watching play. I mean, you know what you're going to get from him every night. Tremendous effort and the ability to impact the game at both ends. He's consistent, reliable, steady, and he can be explosive at the offensive end.
And here's Nembhard, a go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. And the basket by Siakam.
Stretching his range, Pascal Siakam. Long distance score there.
Mitchell, the pass to Adebayo, to the inside. Wiggins, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
Now here's Siakam. In his last outing, he had 11 points. And he makes it on the layup. Siakam's got 5 points.
Fighting through the contact, Siakam. Tremendous finish around the rim.
Pass to Adebayo. Adebayo, a screen on Walker. Back to Adebayo. And the layup is good off the glass.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by, Nembhard, the pass to Zubac. Outside Nesmith. Pass to Nembhard. Fades. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds, bro.
Yeah, B.A. But one advantage they possess when star players around the league ponder a change of scenery, Miami certainly has some great views.
Well, I'll tell you what, Siakam going to the rim is like a moth going to the flame. You can't keep them away.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Now at midcourt.
Comes in for Powell. Larson comes in for Mitchell. .125 left in the opening quarter. Adebayo passes to Hero. Pass to Wiggins. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Hero. Over Nembhard. Again, the Heat misses. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Zubac finds Nembhard. 51 seconds left in the opening quarter. Now here's Walker. Zubac passes to Siakam. No good from outside.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Inside, here's Adebayo. The rebound by Nesmith. Indiana leading. Here's Walker. Siakam looking it over. The three. Missed it. 3 for 6 now. Jaquez with it. Still without a bucket. Hero left side. Shoots over Nembhard. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Indiana ahead, up by 1. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, let me get your thoughts on the Pacers and how they're playing so far.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Shepherd is out there with Obi Toppin. Then there's T.J. McConnell, and it's Jones in at the shooting guard position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Now here's Toppin. His last outing, he had 20. And Grant, while most didn't expect it, last season the Pacers made the second NBA Finals appearance in their franchise's history.
Yeah, B.A., there's so much belief right now in that locker room. They never feel like they're out of a game, and that makes them dangerous.
They get it back, and he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Pacers trail by 4. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Here are your Indiana Pacers.
Siakam, he's checked in for Huff. Nesmith comes in for Shepherd. And Andrew Nembhard subbed in for Jones. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. McConnell passes to Toppin. Siakam against Adebayo. Fades away. The rebound by Ware. Miami leading by 4. Outside Jaquez. Pass to Powell. Puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
They just weren't careful with the rock. The passing was loose. The ball handling was lackluster. That's not how you win in this league.
Well, you know, you got to take care of the basketball. Hopefully, they learn from that game and are better going forward.
Now here's Jaquez. 20 points for him last game against the Cavs in Cleveland. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And Indiana with some changes. Ivica Zubac checked in for Toppin. And it's Walker in for McConnell. And Miami also making a switch. Tyler Heroes checked in for Norman Powell. Siakam with a screen on Hero. Here's the three. Siakam, no good.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Kicks it to Hero. Adebayo sets a screen. And Hero with the three. Hero's got 5.
Well, Hero takes a ton of threes, no doubt. I mean, he has the green light from his coaches and teammates.
Back to Nembhard. Zubac inside, working on Adebayo. A nice shot by Zubac.
And Zubac is somebody you've got to keep off the glass because when you don't, he's wreaking havoc on you.
Miami moving it around. Outside Adebayo. From deep, Mitchell sinks it from distance. Mitchell's got his first 3 points of the game.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Outside Nesmith. 41 seconds left in the first half. Here's Nembhard. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Now here's Siakam. He has 7. To the middle. Here's Zubac. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Zubac has got 4 points in the quarter. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. Miami out in front, up 9. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. And Coach, I heard you talking to your team about closing out on shooters. What were the breakdowns that stood out to you in the first half?
A couple of times there was an offensive rebound and we just got to spray out and find shooters. That's one way that a lot of teams in the league are getting threes now. We just got to do a better job of finding those guys.
It's hard to be perfect. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the Miami Heat.
Watching them whoop those boys on the boards, that brought a tear to my eye. And I don't cry.
I can get you a tissue.
You got one? Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You cry all the time.
Oh, see.
And later on, some more NBA action to look forward to. Here are the games coming up. The Bucks playing at Fiserv Forum as they go up against the Clippers. It's going to tip off at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
And on paper, these two are pretty close in terms of talent.
Yeah, that's going to come down to effort and who controls that pace.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
And on the floor for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. And Drew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Powell, then there's Mitchell, and it's Hero in at the shooting guard position.
Yeah, maybe he's not a high flyer, but Hero still loves to finish with power.
Pass to Zubac. And here's Siakam. Nembhard outside. Zubac with a screen on Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Siakam. Off target from outside.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Now here's Adebayo. His scoring ability is impressive, averaging 20 a game. Knocks it down from distance.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Bam Adebayo is now the Heat's all-time leader in double-doubles. Bam said, I want to be number 1 in some, if not all of these categories. I just have to keep improving and keep chipping away. And then it's just focusing on getting these wins. Guys?
Good priorities. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Here's Mitchell, and it's Miami with another.
This is a tremendous solo run he's on. I mean, the kind we've seen him have so many times before.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Here's Mark Pacers. Tight crew, everybody. Make some noise.
Checked in for Indiana. And Miami with a change here too. Jaime Jaquez is checked in for Mitchell. .156 left in the third. Nesmith with it, working on Powell. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Walker sets a screen. Nembhard. And Indiana misses again.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And no question, Bam Adebayo, one of the best all-around big men in the league.
And even as his efficiency has waned just a bit in recent years, he remains steady Eddie on a nightly basis. A two-way player who gives you a little of everything.
Here's Hero, following the bucket by the Pacers. Powell outside. Adebayo sets a screen. Powell's shot is off.
Well, you know exactly why they let him have that shot.
Nembhard to pass to Toppin. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Toppin's got himself on the board with a 3 there. Outside Jaquez. Hero for 3. Indiana with a rebound.
Despite his struggles to heat up and get going, the lead still remains intact.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Toppin, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Clock is at 3. Here's Zubac, and it's slammed in by Zubac.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And so it's the Miami Heat closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now? By and large, they're taking great shots. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assist of the Game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Pascal Siakam out there with Obi Toppin. Then there's TJ McConnell. Then it's Shepard. And it's Jones in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Indiana. McConnell outside. Pass to Shepard. Shoots over Jaquez. And it's Shepard missing. Miami leading by 7. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Outside Jaquez. It's Adebayo, high post. Got it! Bam!
And once Bam gets the ball inside, the bucket is almost guaranteed. He's a serious producer in the paint.
McConnell passes to Jones. To the paint. Here's Siakam. Oh, no good on the layup.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Takes it from 10. Gets it to go.
Well, they had a rough stretch shooting in the first half. I mean, they've seemingly made the changes they've needed to make to improve that shooting percentage.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Ivica Zubac checked in for Toppin. Walker comes in for Shepard. Nesmith, he's checked in for Jones. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. Miami also changing it up. Wiggins, he's checked in for Ware. Norm Powell comes in for Jaquez. And it's Hero in for Larson. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle, and they told the team, let's keep doing what we're doing. We're up. Do not forget that. They told their team to just relax, to have fun, and to finish this one out. We'll see if they do, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now Adebayo. Banks it home. Big shot.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Shoots from 14. That's off.
Look at this little fella going in there and eating up some glass.
Zubac pulls it down. Pacers trail by 9. Nembhard outside. Now Siakam. Oh, it misses. Miami has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Andrew Wiggins. That one is cash from Wiggins.
Nice fluid motion off the catch there. I mean, Wiggins becoming a dangerous jump shooter.
Now Siakam. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Miami leading by 10. Here's Adebayo. Now Powell. Outside Wiggins. 6 on the shot clock. Adebayo, a screen on Siakam. Wiggins fires. Oh, the long ball, no good.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Big time slam by Siakam.
The defense just can't let Siakam get inside positioning like this because he's looking to dunk it home.
Powell surveying the D. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. And that's in.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. They got it done.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win. And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And so Miami takes the win. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, I'm here with Bam Adebayo. Bam, your energy was felt tonight. How do you dig deep to give your team that boost?
Just sacrificing, just going out there, laying it on the line for my teammates, and just going out there and just, playing hard. That's what I do, and, it got contagious.
The hardest part is bringing that every game. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.